It's on. You know how to do that? Okay. Wait. What happened? Some sort of news going around? Hold on. Yes, it's true. Everything I just said, you heard me. Holla! There's no way you're going to be able to videotape me, but look at me and all my new friends. Pow. Urbana Junior. Come on over here. Come on. Listen, holla. If you're scared of me, if you can't keep up with me, I move around. Look, you're gonna lose out. I'm gonna switch you up. I got this young person over here who's ready to track me down. You're not following fast enough. How is it on 54? How old are you, Holla?
11.
I'm faster than you. Relax. I'm faster than all of you. There's nobody here. One second. Now here's the question. Here's the question. The fact of the matter is about the speed of running from one side of the building to the next. If you think that that's the most important thing in this room, that's not even close to it. That's not even close to it. If somebody in here, here's the funny thing. When I was in the Army, I could run 2 miles in 11 minutes and 19 seconds. And I ran the first mile backwards because I needed to inspire the people who are on my team. I'm going to go over a lot of information quick. We're just warming up right now. When I say that I'm fast, I'm not joking around. Almost everybody here I can run faster than at 54. So don't stress that I can beat an 11, 12, or 13-year-old. I got more power than that. I know where the key to the future is. It's inside you, believe it or not. And it is more amazing than anyone has given you permission to imagine. By the grace of good. Hallelujah. So here's the deal. All right, so where do we start? Always at the beginning. It's my favorite place. Agriculture and STEM are directly connected. This is an agricultural community. Here's why that matters. Is that in about 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 or 4 years, we're going to have this amazing thing called space hotels. In 2 to 4 years, we're going to have space hotels. So here's the deal with that. A lot of times when I say that, particularly with grown-ups, they will look at me like, wait a minute, we have space hotels in 2 to 4 years? And that's because a lot of grown-ups don't know how to wield Google appropriately. Does everybody know how to use Google here powerfully? Hold on. Does anyone ever get to show grown-ups how to use Google? Yes. Listen. On behalf of us grown-ups, thank you. Okay? I'm 54, I'm a grown-up. Here's what I am. I'm a role model. Pow. Here's another thing. The world is a lot bigger than Urbana, Ohio. Hold on. You being from here means that when the future happens, and it's about to happen, it's probably going to happen in this room. When the future happens, you're carrying Urbana with you wherever you go. It's going to make a big difference. What you pick up here and what you take away from here is what you're going to be carrying into the future. I'm going to ask you, are we aligned? And if we're aligned, you're going to say yes, or we're going to say no. Are we aligned? Yes. No. We said no. Okay, Powerhouse. Why are we not aligned yet? What's your name? Riley? My name is Mike Mongo. Nice to meet you, Riley. Why are we not aligned yet, Riley? Hold on. Slow down. This is great. So here's what Riley said. Riley said people aren't smart, and sometimes I resemble that remark, and that's fine. And that's the thing. Here's the thing, Riley. Hold on. This is important. This is great stuff. Throughout our life, there's going to be plenty of times where we're not smart. As a matter of fact, if there's any time in your life where it is really advantageous to be not smart, it is right now, Riley. This time, everybody here is in junior high, right? This is Mistakesville. This is where you get to make the mistakes, and it doesn't cost you everything. If you make the kind of mistakes if we as grown-ups over here, if we made the kind of mistakes that you guys get to make every day, we would lose our house, we would lose our car, we would lose our job. But we put this whole thing together as grown-ups, this whole thing that you get to put together for the kids that come after you. We put it all together, all of us grown-ups on this planet. We work to put these things together so that you can do these things. But sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day life, day-to-day routine, and we forget. We lose sight of what we're after. Here's the awesomeness. Here's what we're after. Here's what we're after. We're after, get ready. We're after a future that works out for everybody. Tough one. Tough. But I've been working with you all for decades now, and you've taught me this lesson. Does everybody know what my job is? What's my job? What's your name? Sarah, I might know that. I'm an astronaut. So guess who are the astronauts I get to teach? Sarah. They're you. That's why they brought me in here. It's because what I do is I go around and I encourage students to pursue careers. I go around and I encourage students to pursue careers in space and astronautics. By doing this, it's this thing that I do. I give you permission, as I'm doing right now, to imagine yourself living, working, and playing in space. Now here's the funny thing, is that there are people who don't think that a student from Urbana is even going to be interested in going to space. There's people that think that we only pay attention to certain people about the jobs in space. There's some grown-ups who don't even remember what it's like to be a kid. That's a big fail, if you ask me. Oh, I know, who said that? I feel sad for them. Me too, exactly, that's the truth. Holy smokes. Because here's the greatest truth in the entire world, is that you get to carry being a kid with you everywhere you go. The reason I'm 54 and then I can gonna take my horse down the Oak Town Road is because I carry that person with me. That person is the person that's driving this machine, that 12-year-old. So when I was you, I imagined what I was going to be when I grew up. And by the grace of good, the thing I imagined was an astronaut. And so when I was you, he's inside me this entire time. When I was you. And so that's the person that drove. And so then I just kept on going, I kept on doing all the stuff that I ever wanted to do. So in order to do this thing that I'm talking about, the permission I just gave you to live, work, and play in space, you've got to do this thing. Here it is. You've got to do what you really want to do. I want you to know that when people talk you into a job or a career or whatever thing that they talk you into doing, that they're trying to talk you into do, a lot of times they do it because they're not happy with their own thing. And then they want you to so you need to be practical. You need don't be an artist for gosh sakes. No, you need to oh wow. So being 54, I was in school when computers were invented. I was in high school when computers were invented. And so we had a guidance counselor and that guidance counselor was up in front of us just like this. Now this is a great story for the grown-ups because the grown-ups can relate to this. So they were like, okay, and there was a whole bunch of us just like in the room, just like this, and they said, y'all know what typing is, right? Typing, right? That used to be a skill, like you got hired just because you could type. And so we would teach typing in school in the way that we teach computers now. But this is right when computers invented, and what they said is there was a guidance counselor just like me, talking to a group of students just like you, and said, all right, here's your choices. You can take typing. You may remember this. You can take typing, and that's a skill that you're going to use for the rest of your life. It will get you a job. You'll get hired. You'll always have a skill that you can use to get hired if you take typing. Typing is good. Or you can take computers. Choose. You see how they sold it right there? They made typing look really good over here, right? And then over here they said, or you can take computers. Choose. Well, I just happen to be the kind of person, I read comic books, I watch science fiction movies, and I did all this cool stuff like that, and I chose computers, along with 3 other people, including billionaire Warren, I forget his name, I talk to him every now and again. Something Warren, Dale Warren, he's in my class, the 4 of us. Right now, I would be learning about drones, I would be learning about cryptocurrency, I would be learning about social media platforms. Those are the things that I would be learning about programming video games. So there's a bunch of kids I see that play video games, but they don't learn how to program. Like there's a bunch of students who play Fortnite, but they don't know how to play Minecraft. Hey. Yep, y'all feel seen right now, y'all feel seen. Hold on. I got a question. What's your name? Your shoes untied. What's your name? What, Kristen? What's a career that you're going to be when you grow up, or something you want to do, some choice of some career that you want to do? I can't stand when grown-ups ask what you want to be. Is there a career or problem you want to solve, Kristen? It's all right. If you had one, what would it be? This is the time when we get to decide. This is the time. Yeah, you. I see you. What about you? If you had a career, if you got to choose a career right now, what would you choose?
Basketball.
Oh, what is it? Baby deliverer?
A nurse.
A nurse? Okay. Nurse, hold that thought. What about you, Playboy? That's you. Well, if you had to take a guess, what would it be? If you got to be a career right now, what would you do? Astronaut? Get that kid. Playboy, what's your name? Kirby. How about you? What was your career would be? If you could pick one right now, what would you choose? What would it be? No, if you could pick one right now. Oh yes, that one. What would it be if you could pick one right now? What would it be? No. Give me a career other than astronaut. I'm going to tie an astronaut. Don't worry. Yes. A cartoonist? Oh, sweet. You. Marine biologist. I did that. Before I became an astronaut teacher, I was you. Let me see who else we got here. Where's that young person? You. Curly. What's the thing you're going to be? What would you do if you could? Lawyer. You. No, above you. Yeah. Actor? Score. And you in front of him, okay, you too. Jimmy Olsen. What? Yeah.
I'd probably say.
Come on, faster. What would it be?
I'd be a
Cartoonist? That's not a bad one, I love it. You. Animator? Holy smokes. There's a lot of artists in here? Are there a lot of artists in here? Holy smokes. Is there anybody in here? Oh, what was your career you would do? Engineer? Veterinarian? If you could choose right now, what would you choose? A nurse. Beautiful. What about you? You in the hat.
Oh, me? I think I'd be a teacher.
Teacher, I love that job. The reason I asked this question. Wait, I got one more person to ask. You. Yes, you. What was the thing you would be? If you could do any career right now, what would it be? Just go with your heart. What's the thing you would do if you could choose right now? What is it?
Probably a teacher.
Teacher, my people. Well, here's a funny thing. I asked all these people in this class, in this giant big classroom of Urbana students who are setting the tone for the entire feature, and not a single person here wants to be a professional athlete. Holy smokes. Is there anybody here who wants to be a professional athlete? Show my hands who wants to be a professional athlete. I'm about to tell you something really good. Uh-oh, 5-0's here. Here it is. We're gonna have space police, for sure. No question. We are. Here it is, ready? This is the greatest thing in the entire world. As I said, my name is Mike Mongo, and I'm an astronaut teacher, and I'm giving you all permission to imagine yourselves living, working, and playing in space, which is a big thing, and we're going to explain that in a second. So here's the thing: if we're about to have space hotels, we're about to have space hotels, and you get to go home and Google it and see for yourself. In 2 to 4 years, we're going to have space hotels, and they are wicked cool. They are beautiful. They are delightful. You're going to get to do fun things on it. And when you're at a space hotel, trust me, it's going to be some overly wealthy people that are going to be in space hotels, okay? And they don't want to eat bad food. They're going to want it just a little rare on this side, and they're going to want artichokes over here and everything like this, asparagus, the whole deal. So right off the bat, we know for sure there's going to be Space Chef. And another thing is, when people go into space and you're in a space hotel and you're staying for a while, you think anybody's going to use the bathroom up in space? Yes. So yes, because we don't want that stuff floating around, if you follow my drift, so to speak. So, space plumber. And then another thing is, when you're up in space, anybody been on a cruise ship before?
One more step.
I have. It's all right. But there's a lot of entertainment on a cruise ship. There's all kinds of entertainment on a cruise ship. There's all kinds of entertainment on a cruise ship. Yes. And then another thing that there's all these this is the thing that gets me so excited. Holy moly. Space. People are there's sports on a cruise ship, which means there's gonna be space sports. Yes. So, you see this basketball court right here? Mike, see this right here? In space, on the moon, we have 1/6 the gravity we do on Earth. So this is 10 feet up right here. On the moon, we're gonna have it 50 feet tall. Maybe we'll make it 30 feet tall, but it's gonna be up all the way up there because on the moon you'll be able to jump and go. For instance, oh, it gets so much better than this. Holy smokes, I got something that's gonna own everybody, half the people in this room for sure, no question. I know it for certain. When we're up there, we're playing all these big sports. By the way, so like in space, if you hit a ball and you just tap it, it just keeps on going. So if you really throw a ball, it's gonna go. You gotta go get it. You gotta be on the other side of it. It's gonna go, it's gonna go, it's gonna go. Wow, on the moon when you're running, holy smokes. I mean, it is just, it's fun. And then in space soccer, oh my goodness, holy smokes. What about this? Space tennis.